Welcome back. It is half-time between Celtic and Forfar Farmington. Half-time score, Celtic 5, Forfar Farmington 0. And, look, I was going to call you Lawrence there. Sorry about that, mate. Russell.
Well, we've got a lot of similar traits.
Russell, Celtic came flying out of the blocks there, and the 5-0 scoreline does not flatter them at all.
I am so impressed. I'm so impressed, Colin. Do you know something? I wanted us to win the game by half-time and go for the kill second half. We seem to have done it all within 45 minutes already. There is an intention with this team, and there is a game plan that has been set out by Fran Alonso today that is working. It's so obvious, like what the instruction was, the game plan was. It's so obvious we're meant to be more attacking. We've watched the last 11 games unbeaten, 13 games unbeaten, 31
games,
points
yep.
from 33 he was quoting. Yep. Now, we've only conceded in that time 3 goals, I believe.
Yep.
That's not how he played today. He knows how to mix it. I'm so impressed. I just think he knows what it's going to take to get us over the line. And see if we don't win the league, right? There's no upset. We weren't expected to win the league, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to go into that final game of the season with Glasgow City doubting themselves. How good is that?
It is fantastic, and I tell you what, it must be even more fantastic for Natasha Meikle, who joins us live from K Park. Natasha, what a first half!
Oh, I mean, absolutely excellent first half display from the girls. They are really dominating possession. They're dominating the ball, and it's been a fantastic attacking. Oh, my voice is gone. I promise I've not been shouting at all the goals going in, all 5 of them. But no, it's been such a fantastic display from the girls. We spoke beforehand that it was going to need to be an attacking display. We're going to need to get some goals on the score sheet to try and make up some of that deficit on Glasgow City to take it into the last game of the season, and they certainly are doing that. And to be honest, 5-0 is still a great result. It could have been more if it weren't for some fantastic saves from the Forfar goalkeeper. So she's been playing right in front of us just here in the media stands, and all credit to her. She has had a fantastic display despite the scoreline. But all credit to Celtic as well.
Amazing,
the attacking performance has been brilliant.
Yeah, I've got to say, Perry in the Forfar goal has been outstanding in the first half, made a couple of cracking saves. Now, you as you said, Natasha, you've been very lucky. You've been behind that goal for the first 5. Going to be a bit of a stretch to see the next 5 that will go in the second half, hopefully.
So you'll be able to see it over my shoulder there. How
unique angle.
We are quite far from the further goal, so maybe not as clear a view of the next goals going in, I'm sure, but
just go down.
It's not too bad. A beautiful day for a game of football, so very happy to be here.
Yeah, you're just a spoiled fan, Natasha. It's not fair that you're there. It's just not fair. I just wish I was. It looks amazing.
The people who complained about us getting into the Hibs game don't seem so bothered about this one, which is very interesting. But
that's a good point.
But what I can
that
say
is a good point.
We are pleased to have been able to take up this opportunity of the press pass to come into today's game.
Natasha, see the way Fran's been today. He's set up the team completely differently. He's literally, I was just saying to Colin, 11 games unbeaten, 3 goals conceded. Today he's went, go for it. I thought he would do it at half-time. He's done it from the get-go, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's decided, obviously, that we need to get goals, and he's quite right, and we have had an attacking lineup. He's very animated on the side of the park, as always. We can constantly hear him encouraging the girls. I absolutely love his style, and you can really see that transferring onto the park, as we talked about before the game. The energy, the passion, the drive that he is showing on the park is exactly what we're seeing from the girls on the pitch, as opposed to him at the side.
Good.
So absolutely brilliant from the girls, and another tactical genius display by Fran Alonso.
Now, we've only got Natasha for a couple of minutes before she has to get herself set up for the second half. So let's quickly go through the 5 goals from the first half, 5-0 at half-time. Starting in the 4th minute, Sarah Ewens, a lovely ball played in by Caitlin Hayes. She turns the defender and fires it past the goalkeeper for her 12th goal of the season. She's now the 2nd top goal scorer in the SWPL. Natasha, you were behind the goal. That turn was outstanding.
It was, and that's what gave her the space to get the finish. It was absolutely excellent, and all credit to the ball coming from the back as well. Perfectly weighted for her to get on the end of. Fantastic turn and a brilliant finish. Set us off really well after 4 minutes, and we never really looked like anything other than going on and getting more goals from there, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, and it wasn't very long before the second one coming. A bit of good luck for Celtic. An own goal, Russell, that was one of those ones you'd see in the old goals, gaffs and galores for DVDs that you used to get. A bit of an unfortunate one for the Forfar defender as it kind of lobbed over our own goalkeeper.
It happens, and if it hadn't been that, we were knocking on the door more than enough times. I think Sarah Ewens is a player that I was a wee bit critical of the first time I'd seen her. I actually happen to think now that I think she's 2 steps ahead at times, and it almost is her downfall that she sees stuff that I don't think the rest of the team are quite up to terms with. There was a wee chip ball she did midweek, a wee dink over the top for a winger, and the winger just did not predict she was going to do it. And I thought, do you know what? Maybe it makes you look bad, but the reality is, I think she's actually steps ahead. I think we might be wasting her being a lone forward. The link-up play she done today as well, for example, outstanding. I don't know. I think we've had to play safe, and maybe she's been a good foil up front. But I think maybe it's been unfair of me to have judged her on that basis. You know that, because I actually think she's got a lot more to her locker.
Yeah, and we saw that for the third goal as well. Ewens playing off the left-hand side. Really good performance from her in the first half. Wins the corner, and once again, Chloe Craig pops up at the back post. 3-0 after 27 minutes. And she celebrated with Kiva Keenan, which is good to see. We hope to see her back on the park shortly. But Natasha, 6 goals in 6 games against Forfar for Chloe Craig. They must be sick of the sight of her.
They certainly must be. The minute that ball came into the box, no one else is going to get on the end of it other than Chloe Craig. She rose above every other player on the park. Big shout, and that ball was only ever going to end up in the back of the net once she got her head on it. So another brilliant goal from Chloe and another goal from a set piece. It's something that obviously has worked on the training ground a lot, and it works because how many of her goals recently have come from set pieces? So it must be brilliant for Fran Alonso to see the work doing on the training pitch coming off in the games.
Definitely. We spoke about that before the game. It was something that Fran said he's been working on in training. Something else that they look as if they've been working on in training is that ball over the top of the Forfar defence. And that's how the 4th goal comes as well. Mariah Lee scoring her 5th goal of the season for Celtic. Chloe Craig this time, the provider with the long ball. A bit of a mix-up, and Mariah Lee finds the back of the net. Russell, again, it's just about being in the right place at the right time, isn't it?
Yeah, I honestly think this has been a break work season for her, break ground, whatever the saying is. Like, I think Mariah Lee next year, you're looking for 20 goals in the league alone. I honestly think she's capable. Yeah. I think this season has been a breakthrough. That's what I meant to say, a breakthrough season. Jeez,
the teams are coming back out in the park here, so the teams are about to come back out in the park here at the park. So I'm going to leave you guys to it and hope for more goals in the second half. I will see you at full time.
Steal the bucket hat off Keevins.
Now
that
we still got.
That was spectacular. Did you see?
It was.
That's what I love, the team spirit. A player who's not available to play, Colin, is jumping. Literally can't help themselves. Not doing it over an ego. They can't help but jump on the pitch with emotion with the team.
Yep.
I think we're missing that, big boy, in the men's team.
I can't disagree with you at all, mate. I can't disagree with you. Now, we're watching live on BBC. Natasha's there at the game, so they are actually a couple of minutes ahead. I didn't actually realise this until I saw the Celtic Twitter account post about the 4th goal, and I hadn't seen it yet. So we've still got a couple of minutes to discuss what happened in the first half. Now, we're at 4-0. It became 5 just before half-time. Anna Philby, who's had a fantastic first half, on the turn and finish, the assist from Mariah Lee, found the bottom corner with a plumb. Absolutely outstanding finish.
I just think there's confidence rolling through the team now. I can't emphasise enough, Colin. I genuinely thought this. I think the first half we watched was my second half vision. Do you know what I mean? I wanted us to get the 3 points secured first half, and I actually, not in a bad way. I think Fran Alonso, I thought he'll be pragmatic. We'll play safe first half. We'll nick our goal, and then second half we go to war, and we just go for it. He just went all. Honestly, no seatbelts on, mate. No shin pads, no crash helmets. And it's working. And yet again, he's getting it right. Yet again, I have watched this team play completely a different style from what I'm seeing today, Colin, with different personnel, and do it effectively. How impressive is that to you?
Oh, definitely. The fact that you've got that squad depth that you can turn to, and it's almost as if nothing's changed. As we said, that's 4 changes for today's game. It was 4 changes for the Hibs game, and it's seamless. They slip in and they slip out.
Difference, it's the tactical, the shift of mindset. I just think that's, I mean, God, we were predicting when we were going to go 3-5-2. We were predicting when it was going to be 4-1-3-2. Fran Alonso is doing this at will, and he's got them all tuned in, and he's got them all believing in it. And I'll tell you this as well, we've got some pelters on the YouTube, I don't know if you've seen it, for not discussing the Australian half-Greek potential appointment, and for rating Fran Alonso. That makes us a pair of wallopers. I love that. Watch the women's game.
Well, it's not going to stop us covering today's game. The teams are just making their way back onto the park. So just before the second half starts, Russell, 5-0 at half-time. What are you hoping for in this second half?
Right. What I hope for might be different, but no, in fact, no. We're going for 10. Here we go.
Going for 10 now.
As Kevin Graham says, the number 10 is a poison chalice, but I'm going to go for 10, mate. Let's do the same again.
It's just good to see, as Tony Haggerty says, the rip-roaring, free-scoring, never-boring Glasgow Celtic. 5-0 at half-time against Forfar Farmington. Join us for full-time, where we'll be joined once again by Natasha Miko, and good luck to the girls for the second half. We'll catch you then. Hail, hail.
Nice one, man. Nice one.